Hi friends! Welcome back to another story time with me, Miss Meg. So where am I? Where am I, friends? That's right, I am outside at the park. Wanted to mix it up, do something different, and it has been an absolutely beautiful day today. Today is Sunday while I'm recording this, and I've been outside most of the day and tried to record this video earlier in the afternoon, but it was so bright that I thought it was too bright, and I was worried that you could not see the pictures in the book very well. So I'm recording it now, and I know the lighting is not ideal. It's a little bit kind of dark, but I thought it was better this way than to be so bright that you could not see the pictures very well. And I just thought, you know what, this is not perfect lighting, but I'm just going to record it because sometimes, friends, I just overthink everything, and sometimes, you know, life lesson, you just need to get things done and just do it and not worry that whether or not it's perfect, because sometimes good enough is fine, and do not let the perfect be the enemy of the good. So anyway, sorry, I know that's more talk for adults than my younger friends, but you know, life lessons can be applied for all ages, right, friends? Anyway, so just thought it'd be fun to be outside in spirit of spending as much time outside as we can, because it is a really healthy place to be, right? Nice open spaces, and we're glad that we can spend so much time outside. So thought it just might be fun to have an outdoor story time. Do you friends ever have picnics with your families and maybe you read stories outside? I know, friends, I love to read outside. One of my favorite places to read is outside. So anyway, in the spirit of the back to school season, I picked out a book from my classroom. It is actually a library book that I need to return to the library soon, so I thought before I need to return it to the library, I thought I would share it with you all. So like I said, in the spirit of back to school season, the book is The Pout-Pout Fish Goes to School, and it is written by Deborah Diesen. Apologies, I am not positive how to pronounce her last name, but that is my guess. And it is illustrated by Dan Hanna. Okay, so, oh, the Pout-Pout fish. He looks kind of sad, doesn't he? He does not look very happy to be wearing his school backpack. He's going to school, but he looks nervous. Uh-oh, friends. All right, so do you know, have you read the original Pout-Pout Fish? That is a really fun story, right? I know a lot of my friends love reading the Pout-Pout Fish, so I thought this would be a fun book to read. Okay, so The Pout-Pout Fish Goes to School. Okay, here we go. That's the first picture here. A long time ago, when Mr. Fish was very small, he headed off to school for the first time of all. With a smooch from his parents, and excited for his day, Mr. Fish rushed in, and then he lost his way. All right, that's his school. That's pretty cool. It's called SS Rock Bottom Elementary School. So his school is at the bottom of the ocean. And look at all these fish with their backpacks on going to school. That's pretty funny, right? Woo! Can you see? There we go. Okay. So look, those are his parents. There he is going to school, just like your families give you little smooches and hugs on your way to school. All right, next page. The big fish around him knew exactly where to go, finding lockers, finding classes in a fast, smart flow. Mr. Fish, left behind with his grin sinking thin, finally stopped at a doorway and he shyly looked in. Oh, he's so nervous. Right? It's his first time going to school, friends. That is a nervous experience. It makes you nervous. The class was doing writing and most everybody knew it. So he tried to print his name, but he just couldn't do it. Oh, he just couldn't do it. That's okay. That's tricky. To print your own name, write your own name, that's tricky. That takes a long time to practice that. So he flub, flub, frowned, making blub, 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 bubbles. Then he plopped down his pencil and he counted off his troubles. Trouble 1, I'm not smart. Trouble 2, I'll never get it. Trouble 3, I don't belong. So 4, I should forget it. Oh, do you see these letters, friends? B, L, U, and B. Spells out blub. Can you go blub, 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 like our friend Mr. Fish? Blub, blub, blub. He floated with a frown down the long corridor. Then he peeked a look through another room door. He's going to look at another classroom. Let's see. This class was drawing shapes, and most everybody knew it. So he tried to make a rhombus, but he just couldn't do it. Again, that's tricky. It's a tricky shape to draw, a rhombus. So he flub, flub, frowned, making blub, blub, bubbles. Then he plopped down his pencil, and again he counted off his troubles. Trouble 1, I'm not smart. Trouble 2, I'll never get it. Trouble 3, I don't belong. So 4, I should forget it. Do you see, friends? Those are all different shapes. Since the class was learning about shapes. All different shapes. Oh, he's our poor friend Mr. Fish. He's hiding under his notebook. Okay. He drifted down the hallway with a doubt face till he spied another doorway. Maybe this was his place. The class was doing math, and most everybody knew it. So he tried long division, but he just couldn't do it. Long division? That is tricky. If this is his first time going to school, he should not be trying long division. That is very challenging. So he flub, flub, frowned, making blub, blub, bubbles. Then he plopped down his pencil, and he counted off his troubles. Trouble 1, I'm not smart. Trouble 2, I'll never get it. Trouble 3, I don't belong. So 4... Do you remember what he says next? He says, I should forget it. And friends, did you see these numbers? See? That's the number 1, the number 2, there is the number 3, and here is the number 4. He rushed toward the exit. That's enough, I say. School is way too tough, and I'm not going to stay." Then a soft, kind voice said, "Don't you fret. You don't have to know things you haven't learned yet. Your classroom awaits. I'm your teacher, Miss Hewitt. I am here to help you learn, and I know that you can do it." Oh, very nice. That's his teacher, Miss Hewitt. She looks very friendly. "You're a fish who is smart. With practice, you will get it. Young fish, you belong. Don't you ever forget it." Wow. That's a big fish. She's a pretty fish. What do you think? Whoa. All right, here she is. Oh, and now Miss Hewitt is carrying our friend, Mr. Fish, back to class. The student and the teacher swam a splish, splash, swish to a door with a sign marked "Brand New Fish." There's his class, Brand New Fish. That's where he needed to go. The new fish, where it's all the fishies that are still learning everything. Miss Hewitt said, "Good morning. I'm excited you're all here. Together we will have a spectacular year. Fact 1, you are smart. Fact 2, you can get it. Fact 3, you belong. So 4, don't forget it." The class got to work and Miss Hewitt helped them through it. They listened, then they tried, and everyone could do it. Hooray! Oh, that looks like a fun classroom, friends. Wow. Do you see all the different sea animals in this class? Look at that. Wow, that looks like maybe a jellyfish, different fishies. And it looks like they're coloring with crayons, just like we do at school, right? My twos friends. Mr. Fish gave a grin. "Goodbye, blub bubbles. No more doubt, worry. No more flub, flub troubles." Wow, look at that great picture he drew. He swam with his class, Miss Hewitt by his side, as the students and their teacher said with confidence and pride, "Oh look, that's the class. They're all swimming." They said, "Fact 1, we are smart. Fact 2, we can get it. Fact 3, we belong. And 4, we won't forget it." Nice, there's the class. It says on this underwater banner, "Kinder Guppy Class Reunion." And here they are again with their teacher, Miss Hewitt. There's the class. Yay! All right, friends, let's clap. Clap for the Pout-Pout Fish going to school. Yay! Okay, so as you can see, I'm back home now. I had to stop recording outside. It was getting dark and there were some people getting in the background, but that was really fun doing an outdoor story time. It's great to do as much as we can outside, and I might try that again. Maybe experiment with different times of day, different lighting. So anyway, in spirit of the back to school season, that was a fun book to read. So as far as my little normal chit-chat as one of the traditions, just where I kind of just randomly talk about what's on my mind. I guess that's been on my mind is just it's back to school season, and it feels very strange since, of course, this is not a typical back to school season. I know everything is, for lack of a better way to phrase it, everything's kind of a mess. And everything's uncertain in terms of schools right now, and whether schools are going to be opening back up to have regular in-person school, but so many schools are continuing with virtual learning. And then there's the option of the hybrid learning, the little mix of in-person and virtual learning, the distance learning. So anyway, it's just a really challenging time. And of course, I'm in the early education field. And as I've talked about, my school has been back open since early July, and everything's still going really well. We've opened up some new classrooms recently in the last few weeks, so we're just still doing really well and still maintaining all of the safety protocols. And I know it's different, just, as I talk about schools reopening and, all the decisions being made between in-person or virtual or all of this. I know it's just very different when you talk about public schools, like K to 12 schools compared to preschools, ages infants to 5. It's just different sets of challenges. I mean, we have our own set of challenges in the early education field, of course, but anyway, this is just a really general statement that I feel for all teachers right now and all families, all students. It's just really challenging. And I feel for districts, superintendents, trying to make these really tough decisions, trying to weigh the pros and cons of every decision. And it's really, really tough in such an unprecedented situation. So I know personally I'm really grateful that we're able to be back in person with our just enhanced protocols to keep everybody safe. And, it's more doable when we have smaller class sizes and everything's just a smaller scale for one childcare center, preschool, compared to, a big school with hundreds of students. It's just more manageable in terms of keeping everybody safe and healthy from the coronavirus. But it's still, of course, really challenging. And I just feel for all my friends who are teachers in K to 12 land. And I feel for families and the students themselves. I mean, it's really tough when just not being in person, not having in-person school, or even if it's a mix, it's so different because of all of the policies to keep everybody spaced apart. It's just really, really challenging. I know when I was a kid, school was my favorite place to be, and I know school in general is such an important institution. It's just so important for our society and for kids and families. And so I think it's just really tough to have the coronavirus just throw a wrench in everything. And so I just really hope that we can return to normal in-person school soon, but there are so many changes that need to be made, and I know this has just revealed so many fundamental issues with public schools that existed regardless of the coronavirus. So just, we've discovered the coronavirus has revealed a lot that was really just problematic with our society. So anyway, I was really just thinking about being a kid and looking forward to the start of a new school year and going back to school and seeing friends that I hadn't seen all summer and seeing teachers and just all of the social elements of school I think are so important. And so I think that's just tough because you really can't replicate all of the social elements of school. You can't fully replicate those when it's all virtual. So yeah, that's my little 2 cents, but I know it's a really important priority to, of course, be healthy and prevent the coronavirus from spreading. So that has to take priority. It's just a really big challenge. And um, yeah, that's that. That's those are my thoughts. I just really value social interaction among children and um, all of the benefits of school for children and families. But like I said, I do understand that health and safety is the top priority. I'm just basically making a really general statement that it's a very challenging time, so I just want to tell all teachers and all families and all students that are entering this new school year that we're all doing the best we can, and everybody is just trying to go take everything in stride one day at a time and figure it all out. So let's just remember to all be supportive of one another and be kind and just acknowledge that this is all a new challenge for everybody. And I guess my biggest shout out is to teachers, because just as a teacher myself, I just know it's a really challenging, underpaid, underappreciated job to begin with. And then when you add the coronavirus complications to that, it is extra challenging. So just want to give a shout out to teachers, because they make such a big difference in the lives of so many people. And I know I had a lot of wonderful teachers as a child that inspired me to want to become a teacher. And like I said, school was one of my absolute favorite places to be. One of my favorite parts of childhood was school. So, sorry, I'm kind of rambling as usual. So maybe I'll make another video about all of this when I can collect my thoughts better. But these are really just general statements that I'm making right now. But I'm just going to wrap this up and give a big shout out to teachers. So let's celebrate teachers. Yay! All teachers of all kinds, for all ages, including my fellow early childhood educators. Yay! Okay, so that's that tradition. What other traditions, friends? You got it, the virtual hugs. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. I guess taking 2 weeks in between videos, I'm forgetting all my traditions. I almost forgot the mask. So I picked out this mask to wear because all this talk about school, of course, oh goodness, of course, I had to wear one of my teacher masks. So this is just my reminder to wear a mask in public spaces. Do what you can to keep everybody safe and healthy. And you have seen this mask before, friends. I still have no new masks, so I'm just repeating masks I've already shown in previous videos, but that doesn't matter. The point is, it's just my way of reminding everybody to wear a mask when out in public. So see, these have pencils. Pretty cool, right? Just thought that was a fun mask while we're talking about going back to school. All right, so now we can do the virtual hugs. Okay, so here is a virtual hug from our buddy Ollie. Yay, virtual hug from Ollie. And now here's a virtual hug from Llama Llama. Virtual hug from Llama Llama. And now, of course, a virtual hug from Earthy. Yay! And now all three. Gotta get all three in here. Virtual hug from Ollie and Earthy and Llama Llama. Oh, goodness. This always seems to happen, friends, when I'm bringing all three friends for the trio hug. Everybody falls down. All right, there we go. Yay! Hugs for all. Okay, so take care of each other, take care of the earth, and remember to be kind to everybody and show appreciation to teachers, especially now as we figure out what this school year will be, which is really, like I said, day by day, because the future is uncertain, which is one of the challenges, is just not knowing the future. So I'm just wishing all the best to all teachers out there and all students and families, just everybody. Okay, so remember, take care of each other, take care of yourselves, take care of the earth, and remember, as we learned in the Sesame Street book that I read in my first video, remember it's called the Together book, we learned that we are all here to help each other. So every day I need a helper, and every day you need one too. There's so much we can do together. You help me, and I'll help you. All right, so bye friends. See you in the next video.